So the other day I posted my video talking about the missing Surface Duo and Duo 2 April update. And in that video, I sort of speculated about what it might mean. Now, a lot of this speculation is based just upon knowing what is going on in general, just what we can all see with our eyes. But some of it was based on some murmurings, some things that I have heard that I could not completely confirm. Of course, shortly after that article was posted, Zach over at Windows Central posted this article, The Surface Duo is in trouble, going over a lot of the same things. But of course, as usual, Zach has his contacts, he has more solid sources, and there's like one paragraph in here that I want to really outline. I do also want to encourage you to go click on the link in the description and read his entire article, because there's some good stuff and you'll get his perspective as well. But there's one paragraph in particular that I want to highlight that I think will really hammer home the desperate straits, the dire straits, that's a band, the bad situation that Surface Duo finds itself in. And this is partially concerning another video that I made a couple of weeks back, where Microsoft is putting Bing Chat into SwiftKey, and that has been available on every phone that I own except for my Surface Duo. And I made a video saying, Microsoft, you're not putting the thing in your own phone. There's these people that are saying maybe Duo is slowing down because they're integrating lots of Bing Chat things into it to roll out later. I don't think that's what's happening. I don't think that's what's happening at all. I think that Duo has been thoroughly deprioritized, and my partial evidence is that Bing Chat has not even shown up in the keyboard yet, when it's in every other phone that can install SwiftKey. They can have the Bing Chat. Now, some people in that video commented and said, now, hold on, Shane, there are some Samsung phones that came pre-installed with SwiftKey, and they don't have it yet either. So I said, okay, let's see, maybe Duo and these Samsung phones are going to get Bing Chat at the exact same time. And then on the 29th, SwiftKey tweeted that they were rolling out AI features to these Samsung users. Of course, I commented, now do Surface Duo. It's not coming. It's not coming. And you know how I know that it's not coming? There is a paragraph in Zach's article where he asked Microsoft, his contacts there, if Bing AI would be coming to SwiftKey on Duo, and they told him they had nothing to share. That's really bad, because this is presumably something that would take a fairly small amount of work to put this little widget, this little shortcut to Bing Chat into the keyboard. It's already in every other version of the keyboard. How hard can it be to put it on Duo? They're not trying, okay? They're just not. They're not trying. There's no one working on it. But let's read further in that paragraph, because my oh my, does it get worse. What have we been waiting for? For really since Android 12L came out. We've been wondering and waiting, wishing, wanting. Where is Android 13? Is Android 13 coming to our beloved Duos anytime soon? Well, Zach asked about that as well. I asked if Microsoft could say whether Android 13 was in the works for Surface Duo devices, to which he received the same nothing to share response, and Zach rightly wrote, unbelievable. Now, I don't know if the people I'm talking to are the same people that Zach is talking to, but the general feeling among the people that I know that have repeatedly shown themselves to be very much in the know when it comes to Surface Duo, with the ability to show me things that are not public, the general consensus is that there is effectively no hope left for Android 13 or even Surface Duo 3. If Microsoft does pull something out and do something interesting here, it will be to the shock and dismay of all of the people I can speak to who have been able to tell me things weeks and months before it was made public, some things that have never been made public. So I'm going to have to lean into that direction at this point and assume that if you're hoping for a good outcome, something good to happen with Duo going forward, whether it's Duo 1, 2, or even 3, you might want to rethink your position. And I think the thing that really sucks about this is if you go back to like when Android 12 was released, things seemed so positive. They were iterating on hardware. They were iterating on software for that new hardware. Like, we looked like we were in a good place. There was talks of other Surface phones being experimented with. How would you put Duo's operating system onto a slab phone? When I say operating system, I mean the multitasking stuff, right? You can speculate away about exactly what I'm talking about there, but just imagine the Surface Duo experience on a slab-style phone. They were considering doing something like this until they weren't anymore, until the Duo team was pulled off to work on team stuff, until Duo 3's hardware revisions seemed to have come to some sort of a stop. It's all just frankly very depressing. Things seem like they were going well up until like 6 months ago or something, when they just kind of changed their minds and decided to focus on other things. And that's where we are. Is Bing Chat coming to the keyboard? Well, Microsoft is non-committal. They have nothing to say. Is Android 13 even being worked on? Again, they have nothing to say. This wasn't even like the PR answer of like, we are committed to Surface Duo and are continuing to iterate on the hardware and software. They literally just said, we don't have anything to tell you right now, which is like, though it's the closest thing you're going to get to them saying, we're not working on that at the moment. We may never work on it again. This is pretty much as close to that as we're probably ever going to get. Did they ever say Neo was canceled? No, they didn't. This is just how Microsoft does things. They don't like cancel things. They just sort of like push it into a corner and hope people stop asking about it. It's what it feels like is happening with Duo. Guys, huge shout out, like I said, to Zach for this extra nugget in this story. Check out his link in the description down below. Go give him a click because he did the reporting and therefore he deserves it. Guys, I will see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.